Greetings, everyone. I hope you've had a great week. Based upon my reading of your posts and your replies this week, it seems like it's certainly been a productive week at the very least. Um, my goal is that each week I'll post a weekly video for you that I will put into an announcement. And the purpose of each of the videos is really to reinforce our work together, to talk about important issues that may face us, and some timelines for things that lie ahead in the class. Okay, given that theme then, the purpose of this week's short video is really threefold. First, I'd like to visit with you very briefly about our work this last week. Second, I'd like to talk with you about the organization of the class. And then third, I want to give you a quick heads up about a couple of items that are coming up in the class and some work assignments for you to begin considering. Okay, so first of all, with respect to our work this last week, let me tell you first of all that I'm very pleased with the way the class is coming together right now. I finished reading your reports and your replies on our first discussion board assignment, which was our introductory posts and replies to one another. And I posted some general feedback comments about this introductory assignment in the week one assignment feedback link in Blackboard. And I've also made some individualized comments to you and placed your scores in the Grade Center. I would encourage you to do two things. First of all, make sure that you're able to access my general feedback comments in the week one assignment feedback link in Blackboard. And second, that you're able to find your individualized score and some comments I've made to you in the Grade Center. My comments this week are pretty basic, I guess, but again, I want to make sure that you're able to find those. This assignment provides us with some good practice in making sure that everything works appropriately in Blackboard. So please take some time to get into Blackboard to read the generalized feedback as well as my comments to you and your score in the Grade Center. Please let me know if you run into any issues with either of those. Okay, I'm really, as I've said, I'm pleased about a couple of things in this class. First of all, that in many cases we're meeting some new friends and some new colleagues, professional colleagues in this class, but also that we're renewing some old acquaintances again. And the discussions I found were really very good on that first assignment. The second thing is that I've read all of your original posts on the second discussion board assignment, and I'm really pleased that everyone is really working to begin applying the APA format and really following the guidelines that we've established in this course. So there's some really positive things that I see happening in the class this week. This is Thursday, by the way, the day I'm posting this video, but I promise to you that I will, by the end of the week, I will have some generalized feedback to you and some scores for you and some specific comments about your work in the Grade Center about the second discussion board assignment. The third one I'll get done either late Friday or over the weekend as well. So I will try to get some timely feedback back to you in both of those assignments, and we'll consider that. I'm going to make some comments in a little bit about how I want you to look at that feedback anyway. Okay, but before I do that, second thing I wanted to talk about is class organization, and let me make a few comments about that. First of all, I'm going to apologize to you for the somewhat repetitive and probably, to you anyway, the boring nature of the first assignments in this class. I know the assignments seem to be pretty esoteric and repetitive and just really a regurgitation, if you will, of basic knowledge. But believe me, there is a method to my madness, and you've got to hang in there with me just a little bit on this one. Your work together on the discussion boards and by providing this basic kind of knowledge really helps to solidify our learning of the basic concepts of educational research. And your reading of other students' posts and your replies certainly help reinforce that knowledge and that learning. The way this class works is that the first parts of it will be pretty basic, and we're really building, if you will, and putting together the building blocks of the concepts of educational research. We'll be applying those concepts later in the class, but we need to make sure that we have a good foundation developed first. So please hang in there. Give me the benefit of the doubt right now, and hang in there for just a little while for sure. A couple of things that I want to say also about organization is that first of all, that make sure that you read my general feedback comments each week, as well as the individualized comments I will make to you. Those are important as you consider how you may make changes in how you really address the discussion board posts and your work in this class. The second thing about organization then is that please note that I've encouraged you not really to post assignments too far ahead of time. And the reason for this is that I'd like for you to, and you really need to consider the feedback that I'm providing to you on prior assignments as you write your new assignments. Now, many of you have posted some assignments ahead of time, so don't worry about that. One of the things that you can do is that I've given you the ability to go into your individual discussion board posts and modify those. And so I would encourage you to make sure that you look at my comments, my general feedback comments, as well as the comments I'm going to make to you individually as far as formatting and your reports and your work in this class, and you take those to heart as you post your new assignments. Generally speaking, I do not deduct points, particularly for APA formatting, if it's the first time we've run into an issue, because again, we're trying to teach that, and I don't think it's fair to really deduct something I haven't talked to, or points for something I haven't talked to you about. However, if I've made some comments to you about some changes that need to be made and you don't make those, then there will certainly be some point deductions. So again, a word to the wise, make sure that you read those comments. Also, be sure and ask me questions along the way if I've said something that's confusing to you, etc. Okay, probably enough said about organization at this point in time. Two final things I want to say about future events, if you will. First of all, I'm in the process this week of setting up groups for our first small group assignment, which is due in a couple of weeks. Actually, you need to check in with your groups during this next week. And so my best hope is to have all of that put together, and that will be done either later today, Thursday, or tomorrow, Friday, for sure. I will place in Blackboard site a tab that will be entitled Groups. You just simply need to open that tab. You will find your name listed in a group with other people. Just click on the underline portion. It should open your group work. There is hopefully some detailed enough instructions you'll be able to follow those in there. But again, if I've left something out, please let me know if you have questions about that. So be thinking about that group assignment. Second thing I would encourage you to start thinking about is a topic for your mock research project. Please open the mock research project tab that's in Blackboard, review that information, and be thinking about a topic. The reason I say that is that you will be choosing some literature reviews, some research studies to evaluate during this semester, along with some other people in your group. But if you can find some that are similar to your idea for your mock research project, or at least in the same on the same topic, it helps you as you begin to build a base for your own literature review for your mock research project. So I encourage you to start thinking ahead about a topic that's of interest to you. As I said earlier, the mock research project then is one way, anyway, that we will apply the basic concepts in learning that we're putting into place right now in this course. So probably enough said for this week right now. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions about anything related to this class, or if there's any way that I can be of assistance to you. Have a great week, everyone, and again, I'm really pleased with the way I'm starting to see things come together in class. Take care.